Hi Taurus, welcome to your What They Aren't Telling You reading for November 23rd through December 22nd. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, as well as the recommend a reader shout out, which goes to Black Rose Tarot. Love and support to her. Check her out. Show her some love and support as well. This is intended to be a romantic love reading, but it may resonate in other areas of your life. It could also be a positive thing about why they're not telling you. They just don't think it's the right time. It might burden things, or it's just, you know, they want to keep their feelings hidden for a while so as not to overwhelm or seem, you know, just trying to respect boundaries. It could be that. Just saying. All right. What they aren't telling you, Taurus. Queen of Pentacles. All right. It could be Capricorn. Nine of Cups. Temperance. That could be Cancer, Scorpio, or Sagittarius. Four of Wands. King of Swords. The Moon. Two of Wands. And the Ten of Swords. All right. So, okay. Honestly, if you've just met someone and they're involved with somebody else, they are looking to cleave from that and go to you. The thing is, this is not what's going on here, at least. Sorry, I've got something in my eye. Water. What's going on here, are they wanting to have a talk about taking things? I don't even know if it's taking things to the next level. It's like, all right, what are we doing? Let's talk. What are we doing? Because I don't. This is what it feels like. It feels like you two have been dealing with each other for a while, and this person wants something more, but they don't want to. It's almost like, okay, you go first. You tell me. So that's the simple story of it. All right, what's this Two of Wands about? What's this Two of Wands about? The Tower. Okay, that matches. What's this Temperance about? The Hierophant. Okay, King of Swords. What's this King of Swords about? What's this King of Swords? Ten of Cups. What's this Moon card about? What's... Uh-oh. The Magician. Reversed. Gemini, Taurus, or... No, Gemini, Aries, or Virgo. What's this Four of Wands about? Okay. All right. So this is someone that really likes things being a certain way, and this is someone that likes to have the they like tradition. This is someone that likes traditional roles in a relationship. They like traditional roles. They feel most comfortable when there are defined, prescribed roles, and you do this and I do that. And perhaps that's what this person wants to talk to you about, because I think they're feeling kind of out of control, or feeling like, okay, where's this headed? I want to know my parameters. And this is about partnership, and they don't want to do something unless you have bought in. And it's almost like, well, I want to hear how you feel first before I tell you what my plans are. I hate to say this, but I kind of feel like for some of you, it might be dealing with somebody that's involved with someone else. And this is them deciding, all right, if I leave them to be with you, which I don't advocate for, like I don't like those kind of readings, but then I want to make sure that this, and this is in place. Like, this is what it feels like. This is somebody that really does value predictability and reliability in a relationship. And they're going to want to make sure that you're okay with that. Like, look, this is how I'm supposed to be. Like, I'm supposed to be the this and the that, and I do this and I do that. And then you're supposed to do that. This is someone that likes that. And they don't want to go any further with you until all of that's defined. And what they aren't really telling you is that they're quite fine with the way things are. And it's almost like, okay, well, we can take it to the next level, but then it changes things for me. We're fine dating. We're fine doing this with or without them seeing someone else. It could be not. But we're fine at the level we're at now. But if we're going to get into boyfriend, girlfriend, or, a significant other status, then that's kind of a game changer for me, because then I am very different as a girlfriend, or a boyfriend or whatever, than I am as just somebody you date. This is somebody saying that. This is someone that's like, I'm fine with the way it is, but if it's going to progress, then you need to know this about me. Only, are they telling you that? I don't think they are. I don't think they're telling you that because I think that they think it might not go over very well. So this is someone that they're fine with the way things are. If it's going to go to the next level, then that kind of changes things, because they're very different as a dating person than they are as a partner. And I don't think they want you to know that. All right, what else? What's this 9 of Cups? This 9 of Cups. Oh, interesting. 2 of Cups. Okay. This, you know what it is? Either this is someone saying, I need things a certain way and I need to know, because guess what? This is someone that's terrified of being monopolized and controlled. So I don't think it's that they want things, they like to be in control. I think they like predictability and routine, and they like stability. So it's almost like they're really comfortable kind of being on the fringes of a relationship with someone, but they don't really necessarily want things to kind of progress, because that's a tricky area for them. They don't like feeling controlled or feeling like they're trapped or someone can abuse them. Connecting fully is tricky for them, because there's a real fear there that they're going to get manipulated and controlled, and someone's going to ensnare and then not let them out. And so this is someone that really needs somebody that's grounded and stable. And I honestly feel like if you two have some talks about, okay, this is what connection and commitment looks like to me, or feels like, that would go a long way in helping them, because he did 2 things. They would be okay with things going to the next level, but they don't want to talk about it. It's like, I'm fine with the way things are now, because that's enough for them. Because when you get into talking about commitment, taking things to the next level, that's like a hair trigger and makes them want to run, because they don't want to they don't want to be vulnerable. They don't want to be where they can be controlled. Looks like they had some painful experiences with that, where they were like trapped and sequestered and abused, and you know what I mean? Like, someone was not kind. So this is someone that honestly, if they're telling you they're happy with the way things are, they are. They're enjoying these feelings they have for you, and they're enjoying the time they have with you, but it is simply not worth it to them to progress, because while they have these feelings, it's not worth them watching things go sour and dealing with somebody. This is somebody that survived narcissistic abuse, and they don't ever want to be put in that position again. So this is someone that's kind of got a hair trigger, got one foot out the door, is happily dating you, and it's almost like, okay, thanks, and then that's it until the next time you see each other, because they don't ever want to feel trapped again, because the fear is palpable. Yeah. It's just 10 of Swords. The Lovers. Yikes. I'd rather cut and run than to figure this out. What's this? 9 of Cups. I hate advocating for someone that's like, you know what, they're just scared. That's why it's poor behavior, because they're just scared. but it is valid in certain cases. And this is someone that would rather break up than to see things go sour. This is someone that doesn't want things to go past a certain point because there's a potential for it to go get weird. So they're perfectly happy with the way things are, but what they're not telling you is that if it goes past a certain point, then I'm going to cut and run, because I will not be controlled, and I will not be, I don't have enough of a handle on what I want or the rest of my life looking like yet. I'll be darn sure, I'm not going to have somebody come in and decide that for me. So I don't know enough to contribute to the conversation about what I want, but I know I don't want someone to control me, and I know not knowing what I like, knowing what I don't want, I know that puts me in a position for someone to go in and say, well, hey, follow my agenda then. So it's almost like this is someone that has kind of been through something pretty, significant and painful. They're finally okay and at peace in their life. They're dating you. Things are fine. But if they've been getting a little skittish, it's because you're getting to kind of that certain point where they're like feeling like it's a point of no return, and they don't want to feel trapped, and they certainly don't want to feel vulnerable. And if this has just been kind of effortless and fun for them, typically for them, that means they meet up with people that kind of try to take over their life because they seem so easygoing and like, I don't know, I haven't really thought about this too much or that too much. And in their experience, that's where someone's like, oh, perfect. This person is prime pickings for me taking over their life, because if they're that easygoing and loosey-goosey about things, then I can get in there and start being really demanding. And since they have no direction, since they don't really know what they want or where they're headed, I can mold them into my direction and start making demands on them. And because they don't have a clear vision of their future, they'll follow mine. Do you see what I'm saying? So this is someone that is afraid of that happening to them again. They're not grounded enough in their own life and in where they're headed in the future to kind of take a stand or to say what they want with certainty, but they only know what they don't want. They don't want to ever feel trapped like that again. They're probably still dealing, with some PTSD from a relationship gone really, really bad, and they might feel like they're, I'm stupid, or I'm naive, or I'm an idiot, and they're not. They just got preyed upon, and it was horrible. This could be Gemini, Pisces, or Cancerian, Gemini, Virgo, or Aries, Gemini, Taurus, or Libra, Aries, Taurus, Sagittarius, Capricorn, the whole fam family. What else for Taurus? So, this is someone that would rather just keep things the way it is than to progress, because they don't have enough of a handle on what they want, and they know that makes them vulnerable. And it's not that they feel really intensely for you just yet, but they like being around you. They're skittish, though. They're still dealing with the sadness and the hurt from an ending. So this is something that, it's almost like they're skittish. If it starts to get too serious or get to it, they'll cut and run, because they'll be damned if they're going to be trapped and abused again. I'm telling you, just a very, it's not even a conversation. It's just about, and you probably already realize this, but just stability, security, and consistency go a long way with people like this, or a personality like this, because anybody can say anything, and they're used to someone saying whatever to calm them down, and then turning around and gaslighting them, or, doing the exact opposite, and they can't stand it because they had no value. So this stability and consistency and conventional, that's probably why they like traditional roles, or they like things being very clear cut and the same, because that's reliable and predictable, and they can they speak that language. You know what I mean? This is not somebody that does very well with having to like second guess, or they don't do well with the crazy making. I don't know who would, but they're particularly susceptible to being gaslit, or they might be kind of suspicious, and things need to be taken slow and low with them. And I think there's this feeling of they're quite proud of themselves because they're actually enjoying company again. They're actually enjoying being around other again, but they are skittish. And your stability and your kindness and consistency is going a long way with them, but they're not ready to take it to the next level because there's this profound fear of being abused again. And part of that also is they really don't know what they want. They're just enjoying their time. But they know not knowing what they know that knowing what they don't want, or sorry, let me say this. They know that if they don't know what they want, it makes them particularly vulnerable or susceptible to being preyed upon again. So there's that also. On the one hand, it's like, I don't want to be preyed upon, but I also know that not knowing what I want or enough of what I want right now makes me an easy target. So it's not that they don't want you, they just don't know what they want, and they're enjoying this reprieve and they're still healing. So taking it slow, being consistent and just stable and steady and truthful and fair. That's important, being fair. That's about all they can handle right now. Anything more that would be asked of them, even regardless of how they feel, they would cut it off. Because they're terrified. They're just kind of coming out of something. So, okay. What else for Taurus? Kind of makes my heart hurt. Oh. Time to heal. Yeah. Maybe your person is recognizing that. It's like, okay, maybe we need to take it. But I don't see them ending things. I just see them like being ready to, if it got weird again, because that to them is like, I wasn't able to do that the last time, and this time it's very important for me to know that I can get myself out of a situation come hell or high water, that I can save myself because I didn't last time. So this is someone, like I said, they got a hair trigger and they're still reeling from past disappointment and trauma. So that your stability and consistency and truthfulness and fairness go a long way. But this is not someone that's ready to take it to the next level, regardless of their regardless of their feelings. They're not ready. They probably aren't telling you about all the drama and trauma because they're ashamed or embarrassed, and they still might feel like some of it was their fault or they deserved it. So there's a lot they're not telling you, but what they are telling you, they're sincere and they mean it. But there's not a whole lot that they're telling you about their past. They're also not telling you that, look, if this gets weird, I'm out of there, or I'm out of here. They're not going to tell you that because they don't want you to be forewarned, so you can change things up on them and then gaslight, oh, yeah, they've got a hair trigger. It's earned. I mean, they come by it honestly. They were pretty messed over, so they come by it honestly. But this could be someone that's kind of just really skittish, and before you even can say, hey, I had a really nice time or something, they're already running towards their doorstep, There's a connection there, but with that connection is like this kind of anxiety because they don't know what you're going to do to them. They're still feeling a little bit powerless. So you just got to take it easy with them. If you're interested. I mean, they're just trying to work through something and they don't know where to start. And they don't know how much to involve other people. I mean, it's a really uncertain time for them. What else for Taurus? Entirely possible this is you. The situation's reversed. I'm talking about you. That happens. Right. 7 of Swords. Be careful. Be strategic. Be savvy. Be careful. This could be about be direct, share your plans, or be forthright, be forthcoming, because the person you're with would really appreciate that. They like knowing upfront everything. That's not always possible, but if and when it is, this is somebody that would appreciate that. You don't need to have any game with this person, to kind of just leave a little mystery. This person doesn't like that. What they do like is feeling safe and valued and secure. So kind of letting them know this, that, and the other, that they would like the option, or they'd like to know, like, oh, this is where they're coming from. I don't have to second guess. I don't have to intuit, which actually would mean I have to, second guess myself. because this is not somebody that is able to. It's funny because it's like any kind of like playful mystery or flirtiness actually would cause a bit of anxiety, because in trying to intuit or see like, well, what do they mean, it would actually make them start doubting themselves and make them feel crazy because they don't understand other people, and why can't I understand this, and why don't I know what they meant, what did they mean by that, do you know what I mean? It would send them into like this self-analyzing paralysis. So the need for stability and reprieve is here. Some of you might be like, I don't know if I want to sign up for that. Like, I don't know if I want to deal with somebody that needs special handling, you know? That's obviously your choice, but just so you know, that's what's showing here. Okay, what else for Taurus? It's kind of, full disclosure, I'm sitting here reading and I'm like, oh God, I'm getting, it makes me sad, because that's just cruel to do to somebody. And then the fact that they found you and they're like actually entertaining the idea of connection again because of how you are, even though they're scared, it's like, oh, that just, bless their heart, because it's very brave, and it's very difficult to do after there's been that trauma, and you're just trying to find your way. That's really something. And it speaks to your, it just speaks to your character that they're actually risking for this, because it's making them go, well, hey, there might actually be something for me, It's very tender. Okay. What else for Taurus? I'm going to get a Kleenex here in a minute. Taurus. Ooh, release. Okay, hold on. I got to dry my eye. God bless it. Whatever. Okay. Release. Wow. Okay. I feel like this is talking about your person, that they need to heal and they need to let some things go. And that's like the worst thing you can say to somebody in trauma, is be like, you need to let it go. They know that. People know that. People did. If everybody knew how to do it, the self-help industry and all this other would be like null, because nobody would need to know anything. Everybody know how to do it. People know how to lose weight. They just don't. Same thing. People know how to release and let go of things, but it's difficult. It's a process. It's all. So I get it. Release. I think person is going through a period of letting go and releasing and healing and sorting things out and needing to be supported and treated with kindness. It's a process. So maybe that's why there's all this about being careful and calm, and just like, this is really slow and low, just kind of going along. Let's not spook anybody. Okay. The only thing that be kind of talking too fast. The only thing that can be, not a word of caution, but just know that if you're dealing with someone that's coming out of something like that or whatnot, it can be really taxing on you, because you have to kind of put your needs and desires on a shelf lest you spook that person. Or, you know what I mean? It can get a bit dicey, because it's almost like you have to be really careful around them, and that might be exhausting after a while. So just realize that if you're starting to be like, I don't know about this, that's entirely possible and normal, because this can be a lot of having to put your own needs on hold for some people, and that might not suit. So just saying. Okay, I did that one. All right. That darn magician again, reversed. Okay, so so the magician reversed, and the 3 of Pentacles. This is somebody working through something. Doesn't know how, but they're wanting to work through something. They're wanting to figure out, and maybe they're not making any progress. Maybe you two are kind of like at a standstill because someone's put the relationship on hold because they're trying to work through something. They don't know where to start and they don't know how. And so instead of wanting to involve anybody else, they're pulling back and being like, I'll see you when I see you. And yes, I care, but don't ask of me right now because I really am trying to deal with something. And that Magician reversed twice. Yeesh. Somebody's trying to get a handle on something. All right, Taurus. I wish you luck with this. This is pretty heavy duty. I feel like you're knocking on the outside and you can't really get in, and this person wants to connect, but they're like, I'm messy garbage right now. Don't ask of me. You're not going to like it, and I don't even know half myself, and I'm not going to be preyed upon again. This is a lot right here. Okay. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you and your person luck with this. I hope you're okay. I hope you're able to find your way through it. All right, you take care, and I hope to see you in the next reading.